Hi everyone, my name's Alex and today I'm going to talk to you about why a gap year is the best thing you can possibly do with your time right now if you've just finished A-levels. So I know lots of people have been screwed over by the government's shambolic handling of all the A-level exams this year. You might have either been not awarded the grades you were hoping for, or maybe you weren't awarded them first time, then were awarded them second time, by which time your place has already been given away to someone else. So if you're perhaps stressing that you haven't got a place, or worrying about how you're going to get in through clearing, stop. Take a gap year. I promise it'll be the best year of your life. So I'm going to split this video down into 4 parts. So the first part is going to be my path to taking a gap year, and the second part is going to be about money in your gap year. Third part is going to be about experiences in your gap year, and fourth part is going to be about sort of having fun and free time. I am currently a medical student at UEA in Norwich. I knew I wanted to do medicine from quite a long time ago, and I knew that it's quite a demanding career path, so there wouldn't actually be that many more chances for a long break, and I knew that it was obviously a very tough degree, so I kind of wanted a little bit of a break between A-levels and my degree anyway, just so I didn't burn out basically, and so I'd have some time to do what I wanted to do. So I planned to take a gap year, so I applied for deferred entry to medical school while I was in 6th form. Unfortunately, because I wasn't very smart about where I applied to, I didn't get any offers first time round, but carried on, got my grades and applied second time round in my gap year, where I obviously got an offer from UEA. Let's talk about money. So from the day you're born till probably when you leave home, you'll have reliance on your parents for money. Some people won't. Some people will have jobs or have reliance on someone else for money, which obviously is fine. But most people will be reliant on their parents for sort of food and maybe clothes and... Sorry, there's a plane outside, it's pretty noisy. Yeah, food and clothes and that sort of thing. So a gap year is the perfect chance to have more financial independence. You can get a job, you can start a business. So I worked as a lifeguard, I worked as a caretaker, what else did I do? Oh yeah, I worked in Centre Parks in the spa, which was fantastic fun. And I also started a tutoring business, so I'd go around to people's houses and I tutored from people aged sort of 12 to 18, and sort of science and maths. And then I ran some courses, so I did GCSE chemistry crash course and A-level chemistry crash course, and hired out a room in the local community centre and ran some courses which were great fun. So all of these things can be earning you money, so you can become more financially independent. And again, this is important because if you go to uni, you'll see a lot of people who didn't have this sort of transition period between being completely financially dependent and being completely independent. So a lot of people don't really know how to budget or spend money or save money. It's a really good sort of time to practice and learn the value of money and how to budget. So by earning money, you can also help to fund a lot of the other things I'm going to talk about on this list, which you should definitely try and do in your gap year. So obviously to earn money you're going to be working, and you don't only earn the money from working, you earn the experience from working. So even if your workplace isn't directly related to your course you want to apply for or your future career that you aspire to, just getting experience of an adult workplace is such an important thing. It's so different from being in 6th form or college or just any sort of education. So a lot of the time you're more directed in education, so the teachers or your lecturers will say, go and do this. But in a workplace you'll have a job role and your job is just to fulfill that role. We shouldn't really be told what to do and when to do it, you should just be doing it. And you'll also meet so many different people in a workplace, so most of your socialising and encounters with people up to this point will probably be with people of a similar age to you. But when you're in a workplace, you'll be mixing and having to work with people who are maybe younger than you, but mostly older than you. And they could be 2 years older than you, they could be 20 years older than you, they could be maybe even 40, 50 years older than you. And it's a fantastic experience, and it's really good for your personal development to be mixing and interacting with people from all walks of life, from all different ages. And if you're hoping to go into medicine like I was, then it's really useful to mix with different people, because it can improve your empathy skills, your communication and understanding of different people from different walks of life. It will also improve your confidence and independence, which will be priceless when you start going to placement. So all of these things I've mentioned so far will help you on that path from maturing from a child to an adult, and you'll really feel yourself grow as a person. So it was a really important step in my sort of personal development. So I'm going to put this next thing under fun and experiences, but it's travel. So you can learn so much from travelling about different places. So whether that just be in your own country, or whether you've used some of the money that you've earned to travel to the other side of the world, just travelling and going to different places, maybe places which you have always wanted to go, is such a good experience, and it really does help you grow as a person. You probably won't have time to do it again. I mean, I know it might be a little bit different. We've got sort of COVID going on. Well, obviously no one knows how that's going to change travel within the next sort of 12 months. It'll probably impact it, but I've been on holiday twice so far this year. It should definitely still be something you're factoring in and considering in your gap year. You can learn so much about different people and different cultures by going to different places around the world. I find if you're just staying in whatever country you're in all the time, you can't really appreciate life from other people's perspectives. So you can also learn new skills as well in your gap year, and a lot of things you just don't get the chance to do while you're in full-time education, either because of time or because of money. Now you've got the time and now you've got the money, you can learn whatever new skills you want. You can take up any new hobbies you want to. So it might be learning a language, it could be you want to take up a new sport, it could be anything. And now you've got the time, and hopefully now you've got a job, you've got the money as well to do that. And because you've got all this time, you've got all this freedom, and you've got all this time where you can have fun. You can do whatever you want to do in this year. It's really a huge block of time you can make your own. So you can travel, you can go on holidays which you previously couldn't afford or didn't have time to do. You can go for days out, you can go to parties. You have no deadlines set by anybody, unless you're doing the UK CAT or medical school interviews. But I mean, once you've done that, there's no deadline set by anyone, and it is so nice to have a big chunk of time, a big break from full-time education. And I think for me, that was the biggest thing. It was having a massive break from full-time education where I could do whatever I wanted to do. So if you're still looking for things to do in your gap year, I will link somewhere, up there, down there, somewhere, a link to Beth's video on what to do in your gap year, so some more ideas. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video.